Hello, Aquarius, and welcome to Mystic Door Tarot. This is Barb with your monthly tarot card reading for the month of May 2025. We're going to be taking a look at the energy week by week and then the messages and guidance for the collective for the month of May. And Aquarius, just a reminder, these are general readings, so take what resonates and leave the rest. So with that, we're just going to jump in and get started. And first off, let's see what crystal is being suggested for you. What's coming through for Aquarius? What crystal for this month of May? I know we're already, well into the month of May, but what does Aquarius need? Selenite in regards to having peace, tranquility, and it concerns your crown chakra. All right. And I do have selenite nearby. Let's bring that into the reading. All right. We're going to take a look at your tarot cards first and then go back and look at each week. We're dealing with the current week, the first full second week in May, first full third week in May, and the first full fourth week in May. So current energy. Nice. We have the Major Arcana card, the Chariot, taking control of your destiny. Second week, wow. There's a reason why you need to have control, because in this second week, we have Major Arcana card, the Tower, coming in, and that could be some kind of sudden change, something that you're not expecting at all, Aquarius. Third full week, we have the Five of Swords. You are giving it your all. This is very determined energy, kind of like seeing things through to the very end. And the last week, wow, we have the Knight of Wands. Okay. And with the Knights, that's all about movement and change and adaptation. He's got the salamanders on his tunic, so that's all about being flexible, adaptive to the situation. And wow, with the Tower card showing up, and you're almost there if you're receiving this reading the day that it actually posts, a little bit late this month. We're right on the cusp of the Tower energy here. So 2 Major Arcana cards. So a lot of change happening in the first half of May. And then you're kind of like dealing with it and picking up the pieces in the last half of May here, Aquarius. So let's talk about current energy right now is the Chariot. It's an indication that you are going and moving in the right direction. You have to have a tight rein on these two. I don't know what they are in this particular deck, but they're usually horses. They've got little pharaoh hats on. But, these can go off in different directions. So it's about what's going to pull you off sides, what's going to kind of get you off track. So there's a definite message here with the Chariot, current energy right now. And you could have already experienced something that's trying to derail you this full first week in May. So now the 7 energy can be definitely 7 represents the spiritual side of things, but 7 also is in regards to things that we don't have control over, and how we react to them makes all the difference. So that's the only thing you have control over, is how you're going to react to a situation. And we're already seeing it's a very situational month for you, Aquarius. You're going to hang in there. You got a very determined energy, and so this change is going to be coming in quite soon, and then you're going to see it through. You're going to be fine. I didn't say it would be easy, but you're going to be fine. So with the Chariot, an indication you've got a firm grasp on the direction you want to go, so to speak. Let's see what your tea leaf message is for this week. You've got Lily, spiritual love. The message with the lily is almost in conjunction with why the Chariot card turned up for you. You're like on this new journey, this quest, you might say, where sharing this spiritual love with your fellow man. So some of you could be very much in regards to what I'm going to say, a spiritual coach, mentor, something of that sort I'm picking up, where you're sharing this information and spreading the love, spiritual love. So, but a tight hold on the reins as you're going into this turbulent energy. So can be you sharing what you have to offer with the world. You are in a position of advantage. You've got the Seven of Wands here. Look at everything that you're up against, because we can see it coming with the Tower. Again, another 7 energy. It's really kind of interesting. This is Leo's card and energy, the opposite end of the chart from you, Aquarius. You might be, and this is for this current week, you might have had to do something that was kind of like outside your comfort zone. Not the norm for you is what I'm picking up, Aquarius. So that's for this current week. Let's get into the first, the full second week of May here on the calendar. And you've got the Major Arcana card, the Tower. I feel that something that a project or something that you recently might have started, whether it's a relationship or even a new job or a new position, is going to be, I don't want to use the word, but that's what they keep saying to me, catastrophic. It's not a good fit for you. So possibly for some Aquarians, if you started into a new relationship, you kind of know almost at the get-go, this is not going to work out. And you really need to make that change immediately and let the other person know. I'm picking that up for some Aquarians, but this is something that recently came about. This could be something that's coming fast upon you, that's quite unexpected. It's significant change. It could be doing a 180 from what you thought you were going to be doing. So I see this drastic change for some of you, where you're doing about face in this this week that we're going to be going into. It's the first full week of, or I should say the second full week in the month of May. So definitely something catching you by surprise. I do feel, though, I'm really honed in on all. These are little yads. This is blessings. It can be an indication that whatever is coming or happening is really blessings in disguise. And it never feels like it at the time, but it launches you in a new direction. And that's what I think, you're kicking off May with the Chariot, where it's an indication you're already going in the right direction. So something could be coming to an end. Some of you might be getting laid off only to find a better job, and that's what the universe was pushing you towards. Let's see what your tea leaf message is. Rose, romance is in the air. Well, this definitely can be in regards to relationships for some Aquarians, getting the rose here. And it's interesting, we have 2 flowers, lily and rose. So very spiritual, spiritual love and romance. It could be kicking up a notch if you're a partnered Aquarian at this time. As it says, romance is in the air. So the Tower coming in can be some kind of change that is being thrust upon you, but it is blessings in disguise. For others, some kind of something unexpected, like a home repair, a flat tire, like a car repair. I see a flat tire for some Aquarians. So keep a close watch on your tires as you're going to, get in your car and leave home for the day. Make sure you're checking to see that everything's okay. Let's clarify the week. and this is really nice, and this is quite unexpected, the Nine of Cups. That I'm really honing into the yads here. Where this is going to be some kind of change. Not only could it be, on the one hand, blessings in disguise, but this change could be exactly what you wanted to happen. So the Tower doesn't always have to be something negative. It gets a bad rap because of the graphics on the card, but it is significant change that's coming in, and you're headed in the right direction right off the bat in May. You know, you're in a position of advantage. You're able to share your gifts, your talents, which for some of you could be spreading the spiritual love. Definitely can be a new relationship coming in, you know, almost like out with the old, in with the new. So the Nine of Cups is the wish fulfillment card. So being very content, there's something happening in this second week. You'll have to let me know in the comments, Aquarius, as to what comes in that's quite unexpected, but kind of welcomed, a welcome change. Okay, the third week in May, we have the Five of Swords. This is very determined energy. This is seeing things through to the very end. It is a 5 energy, which is a bit of a challenge. It can be some kind of conflict and challenge. It can be, you know, what you were up against in the current week right now, that by the third week, you have won the battle. You have stood the test of time. You defended where your position here. You're in a position of advantage in this current week. And by the third week, you've really secured. You've taken the weapons away from these individuals. So you've secured your position. So could be a goal or something that you're going after. And quite unexpectedly, there's like blessings in disguise. It can be that, let's say a job opening opens up, something of that nature, where then you can't believe your luck. It's something that can be quite unexpected, but it is also kind of quick, sudden change at the same time. Let's look at the tea leaf message. Broken bridge, unsuccessful outcome to a problem. Let's clarify. Can we clarify the broken bridge? Remember I said that the universe knows what's best for you, and it could be something better than what you had in mind. So can we clarify? You're, with the Knight of Swords coming in, clarifying the broken bridge, an idea that you had, you kind of put that on the back burner because something better has shown up. Now, that can be in regards to relationships. I see some of you are possibly had your heart set on you're moving, and you had your heart set on one particular place, then something better came in. So like there's a second choice here, I feel. You know, so successful outcome to a problem can be what you were going after wasn't coming to fruition. But this is very inspiring energy, moving forward with like a fresh new idea. There's something new that's coming in, and that can be what the Tower is bringing in. A new, fresh idea, option, some kind of change is sweeping in, especially with this Knight of Swords. That's very quick movement coming in. And you're, you know, hanging in there to the very end. Let's clarify the week. Going off in a new direction. Now, it's interesting because you're getting your wish with the Nine of Cups, and then the Eight of Cups is showing up, where now you're kind of, you know, leaving a situation that no longer serves you, especially with the full moon in Scorpio. That's taking place in this current week here. Something's ending, having you go off in this new direction. And again, this could be like, I really pick up for you, Aquarius, blessings in disguise. For some of you, you're going to think something's going one way, and then you're doing a 180. That's the best way I can describe it. So this could be relationships. This could be something you want to obtain or buy or purchase. And it's almost like a second choice or a second option appears. And that's even better. Last week in May, we have Sagittarian's energy coming in. So you've got, a lot of fire in your month. And this is the Knight of Wands, and we see those salamanders on his tunic. So he's up for anything. He is very flexible, very spontaneous. He adapts to the situation very quickly. And look at the growth on the wand that he carries. So there's something new brewing, going off in a new direction. This is movement, change, travel. Some of you are moving house. Some of you are moving, I want to say, in regards to a relationship. There's accentuated love here. So it could be a new relationship or taking your current relationship to a new level or just increasing the romance. So something quite unexpected. But I do like, the 9 of Cups and the 8 of Cups, where you're getting your wish, you're hanging in there, but you're now going in a completely new direction. 8 of Cups is a voluntary choice. I really don't pick up any bit of a sacrifice. Sometimes you're giving up something to go off in a new direction, but it might just be a bad relationship or a bad choice, or, it could be if you wanted to buy a house and somebody else got the bid, but then something even better came along and you're really glad that, those blessings in disguise. So I really feel that for the energy here. It can be significant change, kind of have you doing a 180 here. Let's see what your tea leaf message says. Door, opportunities are waiting for you. Precisely what I'm picking up here. So blessings in disguise coming in this month of May. It's not going to feel like it for all of you at the time that it's happening, because it really could be something that you wanted and you're not able to see the universe has bigger and better plans for you. Let's clarify the last week. You're going to be celebrating. There's lots of people around you for support, but 3 of Cups is raising the glass, celebrating. 3 is about new beginnings. So definitely moving on to some kind of new beginnings. And of course, have the selenite crystal with you through all this up and down, this adaptability, holding tight to the reins of your chariot, how you want something to turn out. It's kind of a little bit of a bumpy ride for this month of May, but you're going to be very, very happy with the end result. All right, Aquarius, that's the messages for the month. Thank you so much for joining me. Sending you love and abundance.